everyone. I am doing a quick update on the BookTube-a-thon. It's almost over now, but I've read a few books and I'm happy about that. If I want to catch up for today, I have to read 2 books and then I'll be on track. So we'll see if that actually happens, because I have a lot of packing to do for today, because I'm going on a trip to visit family in Chicago, and then right after that I have to be all packed up and ready to move into college. So I'm very busy packing. But the first book that I read for the BookTube-a-thon was, and I'm covering it up, To a God Unknown by Steinbeck. And it was a very interesting read. I still am reflecting on my thoughts about it, because it is so, I don't know how to describe it. It's the second novel that Steinbeck actually wrote, which is part of my motivation behind reading it. I've always been kind of interested in it whenever I saw it at the bookstore, but it's basically, yeah, my arm's getting tired. It's basically about a family, and the main character moves out to the West, and then his family moves out to follow him, and he has this relationship with nature where he kind of personifies dead family members into natural elements. And it's an interesting read, but I still don't know what I think about it. I didn't even know what to rate it. So I read that one. And of course I loved the writing because it's Steinbeck. There were a lot of passages that I just thought were so well written, and they communicated the ideas so well. So I did enjoy that one. And then, I'm scared to hold this up because it is so heavy, I read The Marvels by Selznick. And I'll include a little clip of the illustrations in case you want to see. But that was a fun read. It did not take long at all because of all the illustrations. And I have found a theme with his books. There's a theme about orphans running away and imagination. And it's very interesting because that theme goes through all 3 of his books. All of the characters have ran away, or they're orphaned and they're on their own, but they have this incredible imagination, and you see that in the characters. So I really enjoyed that one. And then I finished Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So that was a fun read, of course. And currently I'm reading Into the Wild by Krakauer, and I am loving this book so much. I'm flying through it. It is so interesting. I didn't think that I would read a nonfiction book this fast, but I can't put it down. So I know I'm gonna finish that one today, at least. I'm hoping to also pick up Mouse too. We'll see what happens. So that's my update for now. Hello! So the BookTube-a-thon has long been over, but I never filmed a wrap-up and I never really concluded how it went for me. So I didn't read it all in Chicago. I listened to one audiobook though. I listened to Little House in the Big Woods, and that was interesting. I grew up watching the TV show Little House on the Prairie, but I hadn't read the books, and I think what I liked most about them is getting the historical facts about what it was like to live in the frontier in America when Laura was living there with her family. There were some really funny stories. I listened to the audiobook in the car with my mom, and at one point we were both laughing out loud. So it was fun, and that's the only other thing that I read, and I actually ended up buying books there too. So yes, and I'm reading Circe by Madeline Miller right now, and I'm still trying to get into it. The prose is a little bit different than The Song of Achilles, and I think that the story and the plot are kind of slowed down. So I'm just trying to get into it right now. But that's it for the BookTube-a-thon. I read a pretty good amount of books. Oh, and I also watched part of the movie of Into the Wild. I still need to finish that. So that is my wrap up for the BookTube-a-thon. I'm not calling it a failure because I did read a lot. I don't think I read 7 books, but that's okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.